2023 was probably the most challenging real estate market in the history of the industry.
Welcome back to this week's episode of Change in the Market. I'm your host today, Kevin Shamala, and with us is Executive Chairman of the Masiello Group and noted luminary and trendsetter, Chris Masiello. How are we doing today?
Hey, Kevin, how are you? Good to be with you.
For us this week, it's a big, exciting week for our company and our agents, and it's our awards week. So I wanted to start that off at the top, and if you could just share a little bit of information about our awards and what that means for our company and our agents and our consumers.
Yeah, well, thank you. And I think, as they like to say, I'm going to just take a shameless plug for our amazing people that we get to go to work with every day, our coworkers, our agents, our staff, our sales directors, our home office staff, everybody. We usually try to keep the show somewhat agnostic about not talking too much about our company or even the specific region of New England that we cover. We try to keep it national. However, maybe not so much today. So,
it's all right to take a shameless plug every once in a while.
So this is, as Kevin said, this is awards week for us, and we're really excited about it. This year we're doing something different, where we're actually sponsoring individual awards parties in each office, and with a just like an introductory Zoom call from myself and some other people in the company, and then everyone gets to go get their awards and go have fun together at a local level. So we're kind of excited about that. And, this is an opportunity for us to really thank and recognize the people who are really belt buckle to belt buckle with the customer every day. Our job as an organization is to support the agents who are then supporting their clients, right? That's kind of the support tree, if you would look at it that way. And our folks do an amazing job. Last year, 2023 was probably the most challenging real estate market in the history of the industry. Not just in the last 20 years, not in the last 10 years, in the history of the industry. And our folks were able to grow market share. We increased our national ranking, our national standings. And not only that, and I think even more importantly, we were able to maintain a 99% complete customer satisfaction. That's just remarkable. I mean, it's what we expect. However, it's also remarkable because you think about just how messy this environment's been, doubling of interest rates and, et cetera, et cetera. And we just couldn't be more proud of the people that we get to go to work with every day. So this is our week to do that. I'm very grateful every day that I get to come to work and know that I get to work alongside such amazing people.
No, I think you said it best, right? Especially in this environment where we're able to maintain that 99% customer satisfaction rate. That's amazing. And one of the articles that popped in my head as we're having a discussion today is from Business Insider about how, I know we've talked about this before in the past on our Change in the Market conversations, but the mortgage lock-in effect, right, is here to stay, right? Home prices aren't going to fall for years to come. And I think the backdrop of our awards and how our agents were able to increase market share in a difficult market, understanding that it's not going to change much anytime in the near future, right? I think it just goes to show the amount of effort and the capabilities of our agents have in assisting our clients.
Yeah, well, hence the name of this show, right? Change in the Market. That's why we came up with it in the first place. Because we're like, well, there's a lot of change. What's a vehicle to help people navigate it? Well, here we are, changing the market. That's true. And again, all the axioms that we're used to in the past of rising interest rates and prices falling or at least significantly moderating and that's all out the window. So there's a whole new game now, the whole new dynamics. They're healthier. Doubling of interest rates isn't that healthy, but they'll be down by the end of the year, probably in that 5.5 range, right? Mm-hmm. That's manageable for people. And we're in this phase now of where we're settling into what this kind of new normal, right? So you go through change, people have to get used to it. And then once they get used to it, well, then that becomes the new normal. So now here we are in the new normal, and the agent's job, and, we're fortunate to say that our folks, do an amazing job at providing advice and direction for their clients to then make their choices from, right? Our job is just to give them options, and then the consumer's job is to make the decision based on the information they've gotten. And here we are now. So we've got all new dynamics. Our people understand what they are. For the consumer, this is a really interesting and profitable time to be in housing, because what that article said, which is true, this is the new normal for all intents and purposes, the foreseeable future. You've got a very, very ingrained supply demand curve now. There is more demand than there is supply, and that is not changing anytime soon.
Right.
And I think maybe next week's timing would be good to get into, well, who are these people in the housing market? Because you have 4 very distinct demographic groups, all different ages, right? Mid-20s to late baby boomers. They're all in the market. They all need housing. Never had that before. And I think it would be good for us to cross-section that. And those are the things like today's agent, they understand that. And so they're able to be able to advise people on how to navigate, what is, clearly moved from choppy waters, right, to now it's kind of smooth waters because we understand it. Right? Yeah. And then how do we navigate it so that, each individual and families, can achieve their goals?
I think that's spot on. And that's where I'll end it, because I love to leave people with a great nugget and a reason to come back next week, right? So it's important to celebrate your achievements and then get back to work. So next week, we'll definitely dive into those demographics of the buyers in the market and what an agent can do to assist those clients, depending on their demographic. And so with that, we'll close out. Enjoy your travels, safe travels. Thank you for taking time with us today, Chris Masiello. As always, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you next week for Change of the Market.
Take care, everybody.